My name is Matt Boots.
I'm Angel from Angel's Clubhouse.
And I'm Ho from Green Lounge LA. And this is The Struggle.
The West Coast. We don't got Vice Lords. We don't got GDs. I mean, much love to them dudes and shit. But I'm saying we affect so many people with how we got in. And I play a major part in that. So what I look like playing a bitch role and not educating or keeping it clean or representing in a positive way, I'm a blood, I'm a Damo.
Mm-hmm.
There's just no
crack it back, because you look like you had a whole lot of fun, bro.
Man, we went to, went to Vegas for the Chris Brown concert. My cousin is Chris Brown's bodyguard, so, we had some French benefits.
Your cousin is what?
Chris Brown's bodyguard. Big dude.
There's also, for certain people that have to turn the music off when they kids in the car. There are
your mamas and daddies did it.
Yeah, they did.
So it's your turn.
But there was other music that they could play and didn't have to turn off, and it doesn't seem like we have.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. But the ego part is what I'm stuck on. Like you're right.
We human. It's come with it.
Now I'm gonna tell you why that's true. But that's why God said to walk in the spirit so you don't fulfill the lust of the flesh.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when we, as the people who know these things, have to
say what he said at the end of the day. Like,
How much pressure did that put on y'all for real? Cause this LA.
I mean, not like that. It was easy. The real pressure was just, sometime waking up every day. Like, the music, it was, that was like therapy.
Green Lounge LA, Mad Boots Entertainment, Angel Clubhouse Empire presents The Struggle. I'm Hov, and today we'll be talking with Polo. And Polo got a lot to tell us about his career, his music, his experience in the business, and a couple other things. So we're going to get right into it. Man, good looking for coming through first.
All the time.
First. Yeah. Most importantly, though, man, I heard you got a lot on your chest, man. You got a lot of music going on. What you working on? Let's get to it.
Shit, right now it's a disaster, but at the same time, because I'm working on a mixtape, then I'm working on an album, then I'm working on a movie, so I'm a little bit everywhere. You saying? But yeah, man, I'm working on a little bit of everything.
You don't ever think you thinning yourself out?
Nah, because my belief is God don't give you nothing that you can't handle.
Okay.
Wow. I mean,
good.
But there's a time and place for everything, and if you do too many things at once, you can sometimes lose focus on what the job was.
That's true. I don't get too much sleep because I'm too focused on.
But they say self-care is the best care. If you ain't getting no sleep, you ain't doing something right.
Yeah, because I feel like some things I don't do right, so I go and retract my steps and I make sure it's right.
What would you say right now as a West Coast artist, right? Is the most important thing for West Coast artists to be doing right now? Because there's a lot of cameras pointing this way now. And I mean literally and figuratively.
Me personally, I can't speak for others, but me being from the West Coast, you asked me this, is stand on your square, stand focused, stand out of bullshit, because, being from Cali, it's easy to get mixed up in drama, and it's hard to get about that shit, you feel me? Excuse my French. And me, myself, I don't have friends, because friends turn into enemies. And as they say, when you tell the right hand about the left hand, what do you have?
Two hands doing the same thing?
Right. But two hands can't do what? The same thing, because it can't be two chiefs.
Why can't?
It can be Indian energy.
Why can't it be two chiefs?
Because it's gonna crash. You guys gonna crash. Y'all gonna crash.
Why?
Because he may think he know more than you.
What they got to do?
And you may think it's wrong.
What they got to do with me?
That's something you gotta ask yourself.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't see why there can't be two chiefs.
I mean,
because at the end of the day, we all are our own chief. Like, we buy into the social norm of laws, right? And then when we see the law broken by those who represent the law, we don't buy into that shit. So it's fictitious. Even the law itself is named fictitious law, right? Like, then there's real law and etc. And I don't want to go through all that, but it's all just a game.
But me personally, I feel that the West Coast, we own, like not to get into much with Kendrick and whoever else it is. You know, I seen that they did the little pop out little the pop out little joint or whatever. Everybody went to Compton, everybody popped out and all that. I was locked up, so I couldn't join that because if I have not been locked up, I would have been out there. That was something cool, you know, bring the West back. I love that, you feel me? Because there's a lot of down south rappers that's hitting the fan, you feel me? It's our turn, you feel me? Snoop is, he a legend, you feel me? So when I look at Kendrick, it's like, it's a mixture of NWA. And me personally, never can I speak?
You are speaking, go ahead.
So what I say is, me, I'm an artist. I don't want to do no rap beef and all that.
Okay.
You know, I ain't into that. Okay. I'm not on this mic. I'm not gonna be like, oh no, fuck you. I'm not doing none of that. Me personally, I'm come see about you. We ain't doing that. You feel me? You feeding your family, I'm feeding my family. You know what I'm saying?
How much do you think that's happening a lot?
It's happening a
That
lot.
seems to be the only way that's making money in the industry, because if you really listen to these nigga lyrics, if they wasn't saying fuck this nigga that was famous from the other side, we probably wouldn't listen to their shit, like low ball.
I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot to do with clout, right? Mm-hmm. Like you say, feeding off other people. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not with none of that. It's like I'm a float in my own boat.
What do you think about the people that always be putting their shit on Instagram, letting you know everything that they do, but then they say they street, they hood, they really about this and all this, that, and the extras? What do you think of that? Like,
man, honestly, I bypass that type of shit.
Do you find that to be goofball behavior?
Yeah, a little. Because you don't know what.
Are you from the streets? Because it seems like you got a real kind of street acumen or IQ. Is that?
I'm a project baby. I'm from Los Angeles, California. I was raised in the jungles. So
the jungles ain't a project, is it?
Yeah, it's a project. It's a village.
The jungles is the jungles.
It's the jungles, it's the village.
Oh, no, when I think of I'm gonna be honest. When I think of the projects, I think of the bounty hunters, the PJs, the Grapes. But when I think of the jungles, I think of the jungles. Like, still a place you don't play with though. But I don't think of a project though.
Ball and village, you know, it's a village.
Village.
Anything with village on it, low ball. Okay.
You know?
So like, with that being said, damn, that's a notorious area for some of them guys. Mm-hmm. Respectfully, how does that even play into your music? Like, do you separate the two? Like,
man, I'm 35 years old. That was back then. You feel me? Now that I'm much wiser, I think before I act.
What do you think of these niggas snitching on themselves? Like,
man.
Okay, you know what? Like that. Okay, so like the Gunna situation with Young Thug, sorry, where Gunna said he didn't snitch, but they showed the court hearing clip, and he admits to being part of YSL and was helping their criminal enterprise, and he said yes. Like, is that snitching technically? Like,
the street code is a street code, bro. Like,
Street code. Keep your bounce out.
It's nothing else. Nothing else to be said. Street code is street code. If you agreeing to anything that these folks is asking, you snitching.
But technically, like, okay, so there's a lot of content creators out there from different sets. I'm not here to diss nobody, but it seems they be like, man, niggas be snitching, but they talk about hood business on the airwaves. So much so, I don't need to go nowhere but YouTube to find out my hood politics, your hood politics, they hood politics. Everybody damn murders and business is on YouTube right now, but these are reputable gang members. How, and nobody's supposed to be bigger than a program, that's the rumor.
That's true.
But how is it now that niggas is talking content, banging, and telling they business, they hood business, and it's still okay. You know ain't nobody touched them. They ain't got touched up for that shit. You know ain't no OG say nigga that's still snitching. The rules come before all this content shit.
Back in the days, if you was banging, you was banging. It wasn't no motherfucking internet that's out. With no cameras in nobody's hood, that's out. Cause you bring a camera to the hood, you getting punched on. And niggas taking your camera.
Right.
Period. Ain't no turning back from that. Now it's, you know what? I can't even answer these type of questions. Like when it far as the the internet shit with it's a disgrace to me, you feel me? Me growing up, I'm an 80s baby, so me growing up and, you know, in that era where there's no cameras in your hood and all that, it's crazy. Like, I be looking, I'm like you, I'm thinking like, damn, like, niggas talking. They say money is a powerful thing.
Correct, because
You feel me?
you see it, right? And you say you're 35 years old. I would assume that means you was like kind of born in the 80s, maybe even 1990.
Yeah.
So that's a different generation of what you would call gangster, right? And then like they are talking and their excuses is making money.
Yeah.
And if it makes money, it makes sense, right? At least common sense.
Facts.
But all money ain't good money is a really old saying in the street. With these people telling their businesses now, how long will they get away with that, do you think?
What's done in the dark comes to the light, brother.
They put it to the light already, though.
Some people don't care. It's all about clout nowadays.
How does that affect rap and the gang culture? Because can't nobody say you're not bigger than the program. When we got YouTube clips of niggas running their mouth and being bigger than the program.
They paying their homies. They paying.
That's still big. Hey, if you paying for it to be bigger than the program, you're still bigger than the program because you paid the program.
They paying. It got to be something around that, you know. Like I said, I don't.
It got to be some loophole.
Yeah.
But if there's a loophole, that means somebody took the money, and all money ain't supposed to be good money. So what are we doing here?
Bound down. That's what's
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I once had a lawyer, right, and there was these contractual agreements that I was supposed to meet, right, in order to get some shit.
Right.
And I didn't follow all those contractual agreements. Needless to say, I didn't get what I was supposed to get. But I still came to him like, hey, I did this, this, and this. Can I at least be compensated for this?
Mm-hmm.
And they like, nah, because you got to reach all these tenets that was within this contract in order for this to be valid, right? So I'm like, all right. So the contract was considered null and void.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, with the rules that was presented, the rules of America is what they call it, right? The no snitching, be a man, all that. All the gangster code is technically the rules of America. So since those rules have been broken, is the contract with the streets now null and void? Because you can snitch, you can talk your business. Like, the rules are out the window now, right? So if there's no rules, how does that affect rap now? Because how can you talk about sticking to a code that's been broken? And are you a punk for still following the code that niggas done broke?
No, you definitely not a punk. Fuck no.
But you definitely had a disadvantage if there's new rules.
See me, the ones that's snitching, pillow talking, whatever the hell, whoever want to how they want to put it.
Yeah.
I'm going with the code, bro. That's all I know.
Do you think the code's gonna return? Because it's obviously out there.
No. So let me get into politics a little bit.
Well, you got to, Kevin. You're a Democrat right now. Not playing.
Like I said, when I was growing up, the OGs was running shit. They was calling shots, right? Mm-hmm. But now in different areas, maybe most of them, the OGs ain't running shit. It's the YGs telling the OGs like, no, this is what it is, and the OGs is like, okay, all right, young homie, but he snitched. So what? That's my boy, because they got so much love for that person because they fucking with that person. That person got motion.
That's the biggest example of somebody being a program. The biggest example of somebody being big in a program is when a person was a killer, snitched for whatever reason, got out, and didn't get no stitches because he is a killer. You feel me?
Yeah.
That, you'll see that happen, or the other thing where the person also is a killer, but they have a whole lot of people within their family, within that gang, so you're not touching them.
Right.
You feel me? But according to the rules that everybody assigned to, and you know what you got into. Remember they used to say that. You know what you got. Sorry, Dub, for. You know what you got into.
Right. Type shit,
so technically, by the rules, whether it's 1,000 members of your family in this gang, they should be the one to actually take you out because you broke the rules.
Right.
They supposed to clean their backyard, technically. So with that being some of the most famous examples, because everybody knows somebody from somebody hood that did it, right? They're kind of famous. You don't need to speak on them. They are who they are. But with that being said, that's the most famous example of somebody being bigger than a program. The gang culture is so tied to rap culture. Is rap culture going to fall apart because of it?
That's why you have a lot of new artists. They pop out You hear probably like 2 or 3 good songs, and then they disappear. Sorry, like you know what I'm talking about. We ain't gonna get deep into that, but you know what I'm talking about, brother. For example, I hate to do it. I love her. Sexy Red. Right.
Sexy Red on right now though.
She on, but look how long it took them to actually get her in motion.
How long did it take her? Like a year? Because she came out of nowhere, to be honest.
She came out of
To
nowhere.
me, it seemed like she was just boom and then bam.
It takes so long.
She was famous.
She popped out of nowhere. She got motion. Her music slapping low key. Shout out to Sexy Red. I'm reading shit because I'm a big reader, and I don't know if it's fake or not. You know, I'm not gonna speak too much about certain shit, but it was like they seemed like they was having a hard time getting her to stay focused. And what I'm saying about this is, I'm kind of like one of them people. You feel me? Like, cause I'm high headed still. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie. I'm high headed. I'm higher than a motherfucker. And she's high headed too. Just like another person. Shout out to my boy Sabi 30 because of high headed. But these are the things I don't want to do, right? Get a deal and blow it. If I get my deal, I want to be able to bless the other people. I want to be able to say, okay, I'm good. I'm out the hood. Let's start.
What about the fact that a lot of people is like leaning to not even getting like a deal no more? They leaning to like just getting a distribution.
Shit, whatever works, whatever take you out the hood, bro. That's what.
But that don't make no sense because how the fuck we chasing this bag trying to get out the hood?
You gotta know how to flip it.
And then you get the bag and you brag about being fucked up in the hood and end up right back in that bitch like you manifested that shit.
That's because you didn't want it for real. You was playing.
That's how you feel about that?
I swear to God.
Like on some real shit, is it wrong now? Because like at first, back in the day, like if you was a nigga from any hood, didn't matter. You know, it was a universal rule where like then you better like still be here or you sold out if you moved out the hood.
Yeah.
You feel me? You use a mark for that. Yeah. But now, given all these case examples of why you ain't a mark for that and you stupid for staying in the hood.
Yeah, for real.
You feel me? Is it okay now to like really, you're like, do we even need hoods anymore? Because like you got Crips hanging with Bloods hanging with Crips.
Yeah, I love that shit.
And it's a beautiful thing, homie. It's a beautiful thing. Is it time to just be like, nigga, this is just where I stayed. I ain't really like that. You feel me? Just I rep my area though.
Real shit.
You feel me? Because like you got a lot of good music coming out with niggas that you didn't think that was supposed to.
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying?
Real talk.
I heard some music with Hoods to Rob and Lil Hawk.
I don't even know who them people is.
Hoods to Rob from 6-0 and Lil Hawk is from Crenshaw Mafia. Now those hoods historically are not supposed
I think I heard of Lil Hawk.
Yeah, from the Bangin' on Wax back in the day.
Yeah.
So for them to be doing music, or you know, that's a powerful thing.
Most definitely.
But those are two reputable motherfuckers too.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And the streets know that. So like, how is that going to help our music though? Because like, it seems that we just won't let go of the gangsterism. Like we won't let go of. Because are we really? We ain't really broke no more. Niggas got PPP.
Not to cut you off. It's not so much of us not wanting to let go of the gangsterism. It's more of us telling our story of how we was brought up and what we seen and what we conquered. So it's basically like, you know what? You've been in church before. Mm-hmm. The Christians, they get the Holy Ghost. It's
like their version of testimony?
It's a testimony. You feel me? Walking testimony type shit. That's what I see. I don't see nothing wrong in that. You feel me?
Because I just at some point think that like if artists didn't talk about being a gangster, they probably wouldn't sell a record. And hip hop and rap never needed to talk about killing nobody, robbing your own people. To you know what I'm saying? Run DMC didn't talk about that.
No, hell no.
LL Cool J, one of the flyest niggas in the game ever, like that started the bottles and the chains and everything. He didn't talk about that.
For sure.
And the boy had more words than the Thesaurus. I'm just saying, Rakim, the God. You feel me? Like shit. So like, can we get back to hip hop? You think the do you think everyday artists like you that come from the struggle, that come from the concrete jungle, you feel me? You think y'all ready to bring hip hop back, or y'all gonna stay with the gangster rap?
I'm not gonna play with it. That's what's certain. I don't know. Like I said, I can't speak for the next band, but I'm not gonna play with it. Definitely not. I'm not. You feel me? Like I don't really like. It's crazy, right?
Okay.
I don't really listen too much rap, bro. I don't.
What's in your ears these days?
I listen to R&B because I'm already fucked up in the head, bro. Like I don't need to listen to all this shit. And nigga talking about this shit.
So on your music, what do you be talking about?
I talk about how I was raised and shit, and how I was brought up, and what I seen, and what I'm trying to, conquer and shit like that.
Okay.
But I'm versatile though, so however I'm feeling, if I pick that pen up, or if I'm in my phone, however I'm feeling, that's what's gonna go down. You feel me? Cause I rap and I sing. So
You sing.
I rap and I sing.
You sing.
When I feel like it, yeah.
You feel like right now?
No.
I was gonna say I want to hear this because you don't look lined up for it like an R&B artist. A little more lined up, for a rapper. You feel me? So like I can see that all day. You gotta go grill in your mouth. You feel me? All that good. So damn, like R&B though. What you talking about in R&B?
Oh man, look, that's a different story.
Your Trey Songs or?
That's my boy. Shout out to Trey Songs. I'll be on some Chris Brown shit. A little Trey Songs.
Hey, Chris Brown, go, bro.
He hard. It's a mixture, bro. Like for real. Some Sammy. I'll be on my Sammy shit.
Okay.
Sammy slap. Like it all depends. I'm a Sagittarius, bro. So I got fucking different.
What day?
December 5th.
Happy birthday, man.
Thank you. I'm a hard ball, bro. So like I say, like some days I'll be like, some days I'll be up like, okay, I'm gonna do a rap, then I'm gonna turn around and do a R&B song, type shit.
All right. So before we get up out of here, Pimpin', real talk, what do you think is gonna be the future for you, and why?
The future as in music.
Period. Because you artists now. Y'all don't even just sing no more. Y'all niggas sing, rap, be on the movies. Y'all niggas create podcasts. Y'all be doing everything
Can
at
I
once.
keep it gangster with you, man?
Sir, yes, sir.
Honestly, bro, I watched my mother struggle, homie.
I did.
And I'm like, nigga, hell no. Now that I'm older and I understand, it's only right for me to sacrifice my gift. Because she raised me. So let me sacrifice my gift. And let me give you what you been needing to have. You know what I mean? Not only that, I'm a family guy. You feel me? Like, I believe that my family, my siblings, my peers, because my peers, the ones I grew up with, they are my family.
Right.
You feel me? Everybody that I grew up with, my blood was not blood or whatever. I want to feed people. Then not only that, I'm from LA, man. You barely can fucking walk on a fucking sidewalk without seeing a homeless person with a tent. That shit crazy. That shit drive me nuts, bro.
Yeah.
So my first thing to do is get rich, start a foundation for the homeless people, because we got way too much money out here for these motherfuckers to be on the street and shit like that. You feel me?
Real talk.
So that's what I want to do.
But the truth is, it ain't about, because a lot of these homeless people crazy enough, they be having jobs, bro, full-time jobs. It's the truth is that they not paying enough for the rent out here.
Yeah, that's probably true. But
You feel me? Because a lot of these niggas be, man, I got a dude at my job right now, you feel me? Bruh is 71 years old. There is no reason on God's green earth that I should be 71 years old still working. Like, I feel wrong. I feel that's wrong, you feel me?
Right.
So damn, he had to come out of retirement to come back work to make ends meet.
Right.
So, the rent kind of high, I ain't gonna lie. They try to act like every part of LA is Beverly Hills and overcharge for some building that's like from 1940, but they got 2024 rent price attached to that shit. That shit be crazy.
Right.
With that old plumbing system that backs up. Like, it's terrible, bro. So maybe you might come up with an answer for that. I would love to see that.
I'm all about help and support, man. I'm about my black folks, man. Love my black people. I can't stand them, but I love them. You feel me? Real talk.
Why you can't stand it? I think every black person said that. Like,
we arrogant. Period. We arrogant. How the fuck can Mexicans, it be 60 Mexicans in a 2-bedroom. You put 4 motherfucking black folks in a 1-bedroom, we fighting.
Well,
I want to hear this shit.
that's a good point. But I think people just need to go back to the rules of the game. I remember a time, because I'm an 80s baby myself. And I remember a time it was my grandma, my auntie, my cousins, my uncle, and me.
Mm-hmm.
So we know how to do it. I don't know when we forgot. And those were some of the best times. And we lived in the projects in Chicago.
Okay.
The Outgill Gardens at that time.
The east side of Chicago?
Yeah, at that time. And like, shout out to them, man. I missed them. Shout out to Toyota, Peanut, and all that, man. I hope y'all doing well. But that was some of the best times because you had some of the best crock pot food. You know what I'm saying? You had to, like, that's back when they had government cheese, though, too. So.
Yeah.
That was some of the best meals. I still remember. But, like, I think we need to get back to that.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying? Honestly.
Indeed.
All right, well, before we get up out of here, is there anything you'd like to say to your fans, camera, and everybody that's watching?
Shout out to Angel. Shout out to the whole team. Polo Boi West, Ratchet Boy NT, South Central LA. To my fans, I'm gonna be dropping shit. Every time you fucking blink, I'm gonna try to drop some shit. I'm hungry, I need it, and I want it. And I'm not selfish, it's not for me. So without y'all, I wouldn't do nothing at all, period. Other than that, 5 up top, 5 at the bottom. One love, Ratchet Boy NT, Polo Boi West, let's get it.
All right, appreciate it, man. All right, so he said he on your head like a thought. He dropping album after album, song after song. Y'all stay tuned.